I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman was who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. So I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. But that's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. What happened then? Well, my eyes say everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right. Reason for arrest? So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim who he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if the body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here. They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room, that's what they said. But you don't remember the event clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear. Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out, it's there, it's me, it's on tape. And you wait until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks, I have my own. Well, I guess we better go check out the crime scene. What the heck? Okay. Ba-boom. So where can I go from here? Criminal affairs. Perfect. Yeah, hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the head detective's desk. It's Chief Kent. Ah, dear. Are you sure this is all? You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's almost, totally perfect. We checked the drawers, the lockers, the garbage cans, the coat pockets, the pillowcases, behind the computer monitors, the coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The head detective looks a little flustered. Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Chief Kent, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? What the fuck? Oh god, the music. Looks like he's the final boss. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yeah, well, we've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean, the incident on Gourd Lake? Doesn't look good having one of our top people sitting in the defendant's seat. Now you got someone else found guilty in that case, right? Righto? Oh yeah, Von Karma. A legend he was undefeated in his 40-year career, but in court you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? Evident incident? It's downright odd, I tell you. I mean, it happened at the exactly the same time. The murder at the prosecutor's office. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. Wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff, secrets, can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the head detective's trap shut. He was the one you were picking on earlier. Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the head detective to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm just going to examine the head detective. Boom. Sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it out for anything that might be a clue. He took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. I'll make a note of that just in case. Goodman's lost item report. Okay. Okay, so I should probably get a quick look around the crime scene. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favour. Well, I never thought the day would come when Righto asked me for help. Wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Really? Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content, knock yourself out. Just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes sir, it's an honour. You just run along now and do your best. I'll run along and do your best now. Later, folks. There he goes. Looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Yep. I do too. Wait. Do I go to the entrance and then the evidence room? Yeah, I do. Right, so we're in the office, and now I should be able to get to the evidence room. What? Oh, wait, what? Okay. All I can think is, I see there's a thing next to the door. Is that what you need? Like an ID card to open it? The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Kent. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha! The card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, well, what's made my Bambina sky so grey? Look who it is. Officer Marshall. Somehow I knew. What's that somehow I knew look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw. That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw? Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scenes are waiting. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we can ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you, hombres. You are busy then. Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Let's talk to him. Do. Actually, before I do, let's give him the steak lunch. Then maybe he'll, loosen his jaw. There we go. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. That smell reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you are from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, mister. But what's this? What? What's wrong? The fillet steak lunch. I see. Is that like her codes or something? I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambina, you win. Ask anything. Finally, seems like he's willing to talk. There we go. Guard office. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention centre told us. Ah, that poor little doggy. Poor guy, kept getting his name wrong. And calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago... Well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? Yeah, understandable. So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak into your steak, you know? Oh, next to your snake. Snake. Steak! Oh my god. Next to your snake. Sheesh. Boo, 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 boo. So Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It's always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambino. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case? That's right. The evidence transfer rules. Edgeworth was talking about the transfer rules too. Security system... Oof. Boo-doo-doo. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. But only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambino, me and machines, well... I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. Thus the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID passing through. Oh yeah, 5842189. 4989596. So that must be... Meekins. So this is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambino. Can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that that record is tied to the stabbing. Transferal! Sorry, could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can re-investigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the police station. That's what we call transferal. Bloody hell, we do it every February. I see now. Transferals is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed. Forever. It's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be re-investigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. Wait, present... Goodman's ID! See this? This is a victim's ID card. Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot. And the number on this is... 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us the ID number on the ID card record. Ah, that's the one she was pointing out, of course. Look, the 4th number. It's a perfect match. It was used at 5:14 PM, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But what? What did Officer Meekins say? So I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card, what did he do? That's the thing, suddenly he pointed a knife at me. Like, if he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. Okay! I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Maybe. Either way, we can now move to the evidence room. Yay! New area. Whoa. Sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. A nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Whoa! The fuck? What happened? Did she slap him? Sorry. I thought you were a ghost. I won't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So is it true what I heard? Please, do I look like a selfish man? Anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'll give him $50, no problem. So go ahead. Investigate the room to your heart's content. Or heart's desire, whatever. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police Kent. Will loan anyone $50? Even me? Ah, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the Chief. So now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you want to have this. Evidence room floor plan. Add it to the court record. Okay. Cheers, Gumshoe. Judge for a day. So, Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day? That's right. It's an honour. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using our findings from yesterday's investigation to prepare for the trial. In other words, Detective Gumshoe got kicked out of the investigation again. I'm adamant though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. And in my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open. Edgeworth? I'll always believe Mr. Edgeworth no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. Evidence safe. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using this ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yes, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. That's the only locker we can open. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, you get a shock. If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There's even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Okay, so we got the evidence locker. Well, if there's no else. What can you tell us about his ID? That's the victim, Detective Goodman's ID card. These days everything's cards and secret numbers. I can never relax. That's only because you always lose your card. I always forget my secret number too. Scary, huh? My face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to? Detective Gumshoe, rebel against the system. Oh my god. Do. Although one thing that I was curious about when I first came into the room was this. There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some cases. Or some case. Wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out like some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet the evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. If you're going to talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Poor guy. I presented the card. What about the record? Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. I heard the rumours. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa! Well, what is it? That second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth. What? That second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What? What? Ah, fuck. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? That's bad. Oh, God. That was shut a second ago, wasn't it? Wait, what? That was shut. What's this? Blood? It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright, what if there are other bloodstains left in the room? We should use her testing fluid to check it out. That was open. Right? Am I crazy? I'm certain that was open. Look, this one's open, and there's an indicator tag stuck on it still. That locker is coded with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Fingerprint? Detective Goodman's locker. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case. You know. You mean SL9? It does have a tag on it. Rubber glove added. What about the shit on the ground? Oh, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case. The case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence. Check it out closer. Wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. Wanna try to put it back together? Good luck, pal. Oh dear, that's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks Wait, looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Looks like it's a vase. Whoa. What? What the hell is this? Okay. Combine. Okay, I don't know. I'm looking at like what would actually fit. Oh, that one would. Maybe. Not entirely. Would that? There you go. Not quite. Also, no. I'll put it back to its original state. That looks like it's the top, so... not that. So... oh, actually, hang on. Hey! Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's only 8 fragments. I think that goes there. Oh-ho! Ah, I love puzzles. I can't tell what that is. Nah. It's not that either. I think it's there. There you go. Whew. Oh, there. Maybe. No, actually. Okay. I keep hitting the rotation arrows by accident. Like, I don't mean to. Ah, this one goes here. Yeah! No. Oh my god, I only have the 2 pieces. Oh. Right, so it's obviously this, but I don't know which way. Oh, it's a handle. Okay, never mind. There's still a piece missing. Huh? Well, I think we did it. But some of the pieces are missing. That only took me 2 minutes to do. The problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still. It doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. Unstable jar, added to the court record. Perfect. What is this anyway? What is a saw and paint doing here? Since the dawn of time. True art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger. Well, you might say this is my studio. Here? In the evidence room? My god. What else could I examine? There's also pots and paints up there. Okay, I can't examine the pots and paints that are up there. Although what I should do is use the luminol fluid, a solution. Spray! There it is. I knew it. This is someone's right handprint. What? What's the matter?